Podcast. Say, I just gave one of the best promotions in the world for the Empty Man Podcast. Yeah, and we live on Instagram.
Cause y'all so finna blow them out.
Yeah, and we live on Instagram. So yeah, nigga done flew me in. Nigga done flew me in, booked me, got me standing in a big ass 3-story house, and he gave me a book to read. Can't beat this nigga.
Radio, it's the Empty Man Podcast, you custer. On wood.
Oh, let me say this. Okay, so we're not gonna give King a pass. I'm gonna give him a pass. I'm gonna tell you why. I'm gonna give him a little bit of a pass for now. Because I was him. I was a kid who liked to read. I liked my comic books. I liked my bicycle and my skateboard. The niggas around me would not let me be myself. I could not be myself with my community. Speaking a coherent sentence, slap me in the back of the head, white boy.
Oh, he called you a white boy speaking a coherent sentence.
Yeah, because I can speak English well. We grew up in the same neighborhoods, same classroom, same teachers. Somehow, you don't understand how words work. Somehow, because I can form a sentence and I understand how English works. I'm a white boy. Didn't have any white friends. To this day, never dated a white girl. To this day. White boy. Slap books out my hand. Beat me up. So.
You turned into a violent kid.
I turned into a very violent kid. Super violent. Always fighting. I had, a matter of fact, when I started selling dope, and I was nickel and dime, and I wasn't never no big time drug dealer. Actually, I was only doing it to get the camaraderie
of the neighborhood,
the neighborhood homies.
I got
right? You. When I started selling dope, this is how I naturally speak. When I talk to my counterparts, I have to dumb my vocabulary down.
We watched Plies do it. We didn't know Plies was educated.
Ah, yeah, that's a good point.
So go ahead. I just want to interject that. And we'll come back to that, but go ahead.
But I had to dumb my vocabulary down just so they would embrace me somewhat. And I'm being a character now. This ain't me. I don't want to do none of this shit. I don't want to sell dope. I don't want to hang out on the corner. I don't want to do nothing. But I was fiending for the love of my brother. I was fiending for
the camaraderie, homie.
Camaraderie.
We all desire that. That's why so many niggas in gangs. Go ahead.
But you started trying to get that rite of passage.
Yeah.
They knew I was a square.
Being accepted by your peers, homie, is the major struggle of our youth. So that's the pressure of every young person, is to find a group of people to be accepted by.
Right.
We're willing to throw our lives away for that. So you helping me. Let me just say this, homie. Rather than me giving him a pass, you taking me to a whole nother level of a deeper understanding from my position. He don't get a pass. But what you do, what you're doing with this in this interview is you're showing me that not just me, but all of us should be looking at King and Tootie and saying, or finding a way to understand, seeking to understand, rather than being understood. We all saying these are privileged kids. Why they acting like this? Why they doing this? And you're giving us the answers to our whys.
I was up and down the highway trying to do it my way. To put a circle in the square, I tried to move it sideways. I do not wanna do it my way, time to do it your way. I do not wanna do it my way, time to do it your way. Since your first album drop, you done got some fame up. So she hit my line, she say, boy, you done changed up. It ain't that I changed, it's that I done stepped my game up. What's the point of living right if we doing the same stuff? Listen, I'm just trying to elevate.
I was that. I had I'm trying to earn my rite of passage. I'm trying to earn my stripes. So I started a little smoke with some of the other homies. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to gain a little rank.
Yeah.
I had this cat come to my mother's house. Older cat, man. I didn't understand the danger I was playing with. I didn't understand who I was playing with.
Yeah.
But he knew my mother. Came to my mother's house and said, man, you better get your son, man, because I will bury that nigga. I'll bury him. You better get him, because I'm going to bury his ass. Yeah. And I thank him for telling my mother that. I didn't even realize the danger that I was in trying this older man, but I'm trying to earn stripes. You understand?
I'm gonna tell you about my story, nigga. I ran up on an old nigga. I was sleeping with his wife.
You a wild boy, man.
He was the right hand man. He was the right hand man of a big time drug dealer in our city.
Mm-hmm.
And I showed up at his house one day, homie, being very, very disrespectful.
Right.
Acting like I wanted to fight him. And he way older than me. I was king age, about 19, 20 at the time.
Mm-hmm.
I used to sag my pants, and this is why I don't sag no more. Just when I realized, I think I'm tough, but I ain't tough. Yeah, nah. I thought I was tough in the motherfucker. He come downstairs with the gun, and he should have killed me, cause I went to his house tripping. Yeah. So he come downstairs, he handed this nigga Doohickey the gun. One of my stepbrothers was there. He was trying to break it up, and I'm saying, nigga, get out the way. And so they got out the way, and he was a big old nigga too. And boy, when they got out the way, and I took like 3-4 steps back, my pants fell down around my ankles. And I fell to the ground. Boy, say I had took my shirt off and everything. That big nigga grabbed me by my ankles and drug me to him. And all I felt was gravel all in my back. Boy, that big old nigga got on top of me, and them punches was coming from heaven.
God damn.
Oh, boy, I'm talking about he was laying them punches down on me. I think my cousin Steven, old Smoke, tried to stop the nigga. I want to say, I don't remember, but I want to say the nigga stopped pounding on me, stood up, and slapped the shit out of Smoke. He got back on top of me. So by this time, so I'm doing this, saying, nigga, you hit like a bitch. Say, but them punches was hurting. Say, listen, get this nigga off me. Say, by this time, this nigga was tired. Man, I made eye contact with that nigga, and that nigga was trying to find which one of my eyes was the good eye so he can put it out. Oh, that nigga trying to put his thumb in my eye. So the broad said, Troy, you ain't got to do him like that. Ooh, that's what saved my life. He got up and got on her ass. Bitch, get your motherfucking ass in the house, boy. That's what saved me. She said, Troy, you ain't got to do him like that. And boy, that's what saved me. I'd probably be blind today because that nigga had some big old thumbs. Boy, I ain't bullshit. So, yeah, that wouldn't stop me from, that was my last real fight. Yeah, nigga, I was 19, 20 years old, so I know what a grown man to do to a 19, 20-year-old. You fucking with him. And I was fucking with that man. So, nah, man, I get it, homie. But you helped me to see it from a kid's perspective. And what you just showed me, and the people that watching, is that a giraffe and an ant, they don't have the same view. We looking at it from the giraffe point of view. King and Tootie and them, they the ants.
Yeah.
Yeah, their behavior looks horrible. And I wasn't condemning them, homie. I was condemning their father.
For sure.
If you go back and watch the initial video, I was condemning their fathers. I just happened to speak on them.
Okay, got you.
You see what I'm saying?
Got you.
I came at the father, Boosie and T.I.
Right.
And I just threw their sons in it based on the behavior. But I wasn't attacking the behavior of the children.
And on top of that, knowing. So take that.
Yeah.
You just heard my story.
Yeah.
I had no father at all. No man in sight. Your father's a gangster rapper on top of that.
Oh, boy.
Now add that on top.
I didn't even think about that, boy. You done body rocked me with that one.
Yeah.
The pressure of them kids, homie. I didn't even think about that.
Yeah. Add that shit, and now your father's a gangster rapper.
And, nigga, I didn't even think about that. I work with so many poor kids, nigga. I didn't even think about that of the rich kids with the pressure of who they father is.
What's cracking, motherfucker? It's Crip Mac, and you rocking with the Empty Man Podcast. Don't see no custer.